consequences. Some lessons you only had to learn once. I come from streets where your word meant gold, where the young learn fast and the wise grew old. No second guessing, no switching sides. Stand on your feet, don't live two lives. Keep your tongue still when the heat get near. Half these problems started right here. Loose lips cost more than people know. Sometimes silence is the way you grow. No kissing up just to fit the crowd. Real respect don't come that loud. Every corner had another test. Only discipline outlived the rest. I learned the code before I learned the game. Move with purpose, protect your name. Some talk loud, some stand tall. When the pressure comes, character tells it all. I learned the code, it carried me through. Not every battle is worth fighting for you. Time showed me who was built to stay and who disappeared when skies turned gray. I learned to read what words don't say. Some people smile while they pave your way. Right toward trouble, right toward pain, just to watch you lose what you work to gain. That's why I learned to choose my lane. Not everybody deserves your name. Real life don't pause, real life don't play. Every choice echoes another day. I made it here by knowing when to walk away and start again. The strongest voice ain't always the loudest. The sharpest mind really needs proving. Strength isn't knowing when to move and when to leave. Silence doing all the talking. I stopped chasing what was never mine. Put my focus into every line. Discipline became my closest friend. That's how ordinary stories end. I don't compete by making noise. I let consistency make the choice. Build my lane one step at a time. Brick by brick, line by line. Now I move with a different pace. Not to conquer people, but to master space. Because the greatest strength I've ever known was becoming solid all on my own. I learned the code, yeah, before I learned the game. Move with purpose, protect your name. Some talk loud, some stand tall. When the pressure comes, character tells it all. I learned the code, it carried me through. The lost fade on. The real breakthrough.
Yo, yo, yo. Boy, been a flipping while. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let me see what I got. So, Fluffy, Holly, what's I got you? Sam, what's up? Always watching. Good to see you, bro. Big Snoop, what's up? What's we got you? Polo, Pretty Art, what's up, Maud? Good to see you. Glad you come through. Casa Bear, yeah. Good to see you, sis. Much love and respect. Yeah, y'all see the thumbnail, the art of deception. Real talk, real talk. For me, life is a journey, you know. Life is experience, even that experience brings forth wisdom, There's lesson to be learned every day, especially on this app, you know. And even within every day you get your good, evil, you even get your little rewards. Sometimes you run into more good, you run into the bad, and you run into the ugly, you know. And for me, I look at everything I do in life, but I take it very, very serious, and even with the YouTube thing, you know, in my mind, I could be wrong, take it from me, but it's just my opinion. I think your channel is an extension of who you are, your ways, your thinking, the way you analyze situations, and based on what I've seen for the past, I could say weeks, months, but I'll say within the last 48 flipping hours. Yeah, I realized the art of deception. Liars, thieves, con artists, scammers, whatever you want to call them, they're right here. Real talk, no doubt. Um, and I didn't really want to say nothing, but when I see my moderator name getting called, and putting in some weird places, yeah, it makes me have to say, well, I need to do a live. I need to talk to her. I need to know what's going on. Simple life. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, I need to know what's going on. 'Cause I see a lot of history rewriting here, and the only reason I see people want to rewrite this flipping history is because they didn't do some shit that they don't want nobody to know about. Yeah, Big Snoop, I see you've been doing some shit too. I see you've been dropping some serious notes. And yeah, I stand with you, sis. This is how you gotta do this. You gotta put these liars in their flipping place. You got to. And the whole rewriting history bullshit, you know what I see it as? A way to fool the new people. The new people who don't know nothing. Nick, you know what I talking about. We've been here for a long time. We've been seeing some patterns. We've been seeing some serious patterns, and Snoopy coming along. When she come along, how she came along, she started to see and sense some patterns too. And while everyone will say, well, throw all these blocks at Snoopy, well, I realize Snoopy don't stand alone. And when you talk about this internet being friggin' undefeated, yes, it is, because no one could basically remove their digital footprint. So when you think you done do some shit and lose your channel, and no one know, someone know, someone been keeping score. Yes, Snoopy, exactly. Manipulate the ones who don't know anything about how the thing started. Yeah, and I could get into that a little later, but that's how I won't come off, because when the new people don't know, then they go along with it. And you know what happens? Someone fighting for a clean slate. And that's the part I don't like. What I got back here? Hey, what's going on, Nick? You there?
I am. Good
What's
morning. Good evening. I'm nervous.
up?
I'm nervous about your title.
Yes, the art of deception. I show you
Mhm.
watched Transformers before. You know what a Decepticon is. You know what
Yeah. Mhm. We've seen a few of them.
So what's so I mean, just to kick off, you becoming a little celebrity overnight? Like what's happening?
Mm. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but I have faith in you to get to the bottom of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta ask you first because I mean, I know I've seen you. You know,
Hmm.
you've seen who I am. I've seen who
Hmm.
you are. You know,
Yes, yep. We've seen each other on camera. Yep.
and I could basically I know that in you. So
What
what was
you know?
going on?
You, you
That
know who?
that
What's not?
that Nicola person, whoever that was. You know what? Before I even do something, when I see people try to manipulate the new audience, right?
Hmm.
And they have no idea what's going on. None.
Mm-mm.
And when I see you try to regurgitate some bullshit and then try to pass it off as peas and rice or some steamed chicken or some fried fish, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I sure the blind could see and I sure the deaf could hear. Something ain't right with this picture.
Hmm.
And then when I
There's.
think, huh?
I was going to say there's definitely something funny going on that I don't quite understand. So please help
Y-
me. Please,
Yeah,
please help me.
because the funny thing about digital footprints, you gotta be careful when you lie or when you
Hmm.
dig one grave, you gotta make sure dig another,
Hmm.
because for someone to try feed someone that bullshit, right? And I
Hmm.
want to show you, I want to show you all something in a minute. Um, I would like to know for the life of me, Nick, how did you pull this one off? And put a little context there. Yeah, I gotta laugh because because I'm
I'd
involved.
I'd like to
That's
know how I pulled it off to Tempo. Let's get,
because
let
ladies and gentlemen, watch this. The
ladies and
same
gentlemen.
person, yeah, like how Popeye say, ladies and the gentle people, right?
Hmm.
When you could tell one lie, watch this. You gotta learn to cover your tracks.
Hmm.
So what we're looking at is Alive Nick did.
Hmm.
And yeah, as you can see, Mountain Goat. You can see the title. And there's Nick on the panel.
Hmm.
This is me.
You're the no avatar. Yep.
Yeah. This is says something about Mary, good
Hmm.
friend Rezzy. And this happened to be broken screen.
Broken what?
Yes, Snoopy. Well, well, well. Well, fucking well. Well, well, well.
Hmm.
And see, with the whole rewriting history, right?
Hmm.
This is the bullshit you're trying to sweep under the rug, hoping no
Hmm.
one figure it out. But you know, I was on panel, and the sad part about it, this the shitty part. You false doxing this person.
Nicola. Yes.
Yes, you false doxing us, saying this is you.
Who's false doxing?
Man, broken teeth. Ralph the wise, but you
Ralph
ain't so.
DeWise.
Yeah, you ain't so wise today, bro. Today you get deemed. I crown you fool. I crown you a fool today.
Hmm.
And even if you don't want to take the name of a fool, I put it like this. And this the part that sicken me. When you take people for stupid, or when you look at people as stupid,
Hmm.
they ain't supposed to know no better. They supposed to just run with this shit like, oh, I get some food. You want some of this? Or go, you know where I get this food? Go right over there, but you get some hot food too. Bullshit.
Hmm. Yep.
So this what you get
So
made famous for?
so so the people that were in the Discord, I'm going to ask them. Do you know who? Are you aware of Nicola? Do you guys know Nicola? And this is no
Yeah.
shade on Nicola. This is no shade on Nicola. I mean, she must have subscribed to my channel, or she definitely came to that live of mine. So yeah, on Madgie's live the other day, when Mr. Crystal man was showing his Discord, I'm like, I've seen that avatar before. The one he's saying is me. I've seen it before. And I went through my live streams and I was like, that's interesting. Kaza, but you weren't in the Discord. Were you in Ralph's Discord? I don't know. I can't say that. I can't say you weren't in there. How would I know? Or do I know? This is the question.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to someone being a witness, remember them old people used to say, God help the thief, but he can help the watchman too. See that? Jane said, yeah, that's Nicole on the screen. But they're supposed to. So Nick, how did you occupy? I mean, how you pull this trick off? You on panel talking and you sending, and you in support on this person, and this is the shitty part. You willing to? This one of them people who was, doing what you say to do, what you said was a joke, which I even want touched right now. This person was actually in support. And if you look at the title, this was when Broken Screen was getting dragged through the barbed wire. I wouldn't even say through the mud.
Who's Broken Screen? I'm just getting so lost. You're losing me.
Broken Screen is Golden Queen.
Right. I like to call her the Plastic Queen.
Plastic too good. Broken Screen. She been carrying on like a Scotch record for the past couple of days.
Hasn't she?
Yeah, like a real friggin' Scotch record on them one-liners. You know them records get Scotch on them one line? Yeah, that's been her.
Mm-hmm.
And the shitty part is this person, Nicola, she actually was in support of this person. Broken Screen. You see what the comments say? It was all jealousy towards. If you look at the chat, everyone was basically in one accord saying, yes, this person don't really need to be the doormat that they're becoming. That they have become.
And the title of the live is The Truth About Madgie the Black Owl, right?
Yeah.
So this was when Madgie was dragging Golden. This was when I was supporting Golden. This is when I was trying to, just support her after I thought what Madgie did to her was terrible. But apparently Golden doesn't think that what Madgie did to her was too bad because she's gone back over there. This is how crazy all this shit is. Manipulative, yes, Kaza.
But this the shit right now, Buckles. This the shit right now. Even I was on panel. So even me at one point was like, yeah, women don't deserve this type of thing. Yeah, it don't make sense. And even me was trying to like offer some type of way to help her combat this person.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you were. And you were over there supporting Golden. So was Auntie Leah. So was Archangel. And so I think Sam was at one point. Welcome in, Quick.
Hey, Munchkin.
No, Nicola doesn't deserve this, Jane.
No.
At all, because he's trying to say that she is me. and what if she turns up in a chat, people are going to say, oh, we know that you're Nick the Mountain Goat because Mr. Crunchy Brain said so.
See what little Snoop said. Simply because they have the same name.
Well, my name is not Nicola, it's Nicole. And and a lot of people spell my nickname wrong. I'm NIC. That's how you spell Nick. NIC. Letitia calls me NICK a lot, but I'm not NIK HOLA, which is what Mr. Goofy Head showed in the on Maggie's channel when he was displaying, when he was getting it out and shaking it all about of this Discord of his that he keeps using as a weapon.
You know, this is on that's the sad part about it. And from there, I noticed it was some little yes, it was some turmoil, some shit, some bullshit did happen to take place, and we all went our separate ways. But at the same time, it was said that, well, I know me. I already stated my thing from the get go, and I think I even said this on a panel or on a channel that got taken down. I ain't come to YouTube to make no friends, but if you happen to be genuine, so be it. We could connect. But I ain't come here to trauma bond. I ain't come here to play with nobody. I definitely ain't come here to manipulate or grift off nobody. I don't need that shit in my life. But what I see been happening around here with just a little simple thing, I ain't into that, Papa. You know, you can step in this road and play with my face or play on my top. And I the type of person, I'm a one-time person. You do something to me once. That's all it takes.
Yep.
One time. You drag me, you say some shit about me, that's it. Excommunicado. I don't know you. Life goes on. It was a me before you. So, but for you, Nick, it was said that the reason you stopped the support is because you rather kiss jag ass.
Yeah.
Like I never, I mean, from my hearing and from it was said, and on multiple occasions, I'm like, I never got the opportunity to give you a chance to even what you have to say about the situation. And you don't have to go deep in it if you want, but the people them need to know because we're talking about rewriting history in the art of deflection right now. The people need transparency and the people need to know, but you don't have to go too deep. But the people just need to know it ain't based on what they have said or what she has said.
Temper, I just woke up, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's 6:24 a.m. over here.
But real talk, for what I remember, it wasn't like that.
So what I'm saying is, if you want me to answer something, you have to ask me a question.
Yeah, I about to ask you, what really happened between you and Golden?
Between me and Golden?
Yeah, because the last thing was said was you and the followers because you rather follow behind Jag. Was that the reason you stopped supporting her?
The reason I stopped supporting Golden and cut her off completely was the way that she treated me after the thing that happened on Auntie Leah's channel. And Golden came and hunted me down in my own live streams after that. And did her own live stream after that event on Auntie Leah's, and she had me in tears because she was being such a see you next Tuesday. She was being obnoxious. She was being a lunatic. She was being somebody who I don't need in my life. That's what she was being.
Well, you sound like you buck up into the same thing I was talking about.
Yeah, she just was being so obnoxious and over the top and doing what she normally does. We've seen this pattern, right? Of Golden windmilling and inserting herself here, there, and everywhere, right? And getting dragged for it by other people who are not me. So what she does is not isolated, and the people that she's disgruntled with are more than just me. She seems to upset everyone everywhere she goes. It's quite a skill.
Mm. Because if that's the reason you stop supporting her, then okay, we understand that. But my thing is when Margie did her live on Ralph though,
The
who
lies.
yeah, Ralph the live. I just want to say Stuart Little. When Stuart Little presented that screen of the Discord, right?
Hmm.
Um he specifically said when Margie was saying Nick Mountain Goat was in the Discord, Nick Mountain he quickly said no, she wasn't there.
Yes, he did say he did slip that out. The
They know you
truth,
wasn't there.
he spoke the truth in a very short sentence because Maggie was getting so upset about it. She was losing her shit. And so she should, because he was trying to say that I was in his Discord when I was her moderator. So she was understandably upset, right? She was
Mm, mm,
understand she was understandably upset, so she should be, if it was true, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but for what I look at is, if you were in there, like, what was all of that? What was all of that talk afterward? That's the
What do you mean?
stupid part. I mean, on their behalf, if you politely said, Nick, oh, she wasn't there. His exact words, she was in there. Okay, so you was never in the Discord. You were never in the Discord.
Mm-mm. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Polly.
Paulie, what's up? Hey, Lisa. He even said on that live, either that live or the live before, Nick Mountain go, seeing that you here, what is the beef between you?
Oh,
So
yeah. Mm,
if he's asking that question, that means he isn't beefing when it comes from him to you.
right.
So
So, yeah,
what?
yeah. Yeah, he said he demanded to know when I entered the picture, even though he's the one telling the story, right?
Mm,
And and then he demanded to know what our beef was about. When did we start beefing? And when he said that, well, I was a bit hot under the collar because he was saying I was somebody who I was not, and saying I was somewhere where I'd never been, right? And when he was, then because I entered the chat, I have not been in Maggie's chat for I don't know how long, right? But I
mm,
finally caught a live where I caught him in a lie, right? And I had to go into the chat and say, stop lying, and you're an idiot. I basically said to Ralph de Crackerhead. I'm sure. I'm sure he's going to get a few more extra names by the end of this live, Temper.
yeah, because this is ridiculous. I mean, you even ain't wrong for saying he's an idiot just for saying that as a comment because this is ridiculous. Look what on the screen like.
Yeah. So as soon as I challenged him on all of that, and he knew I was in the chat, he demanded to know where and when our beef started. Right. And I had no interest in speaking to him at all. Otherwise, I would have hit the link, right?
Hmm.
I would have hit the link, and the purpose of that live stream was for people that were in the Discord to hit the link. I'd never been in that Discord. Why would I hit the link, right?
Where's
Uh-huh.
Snoopy? I like to talk to Snoopy about certain things too because even from the time little Snoop come out doing a thing, she never mentioned that you was in a Discord. That's another thing too. No one
Yeah,
ever
well,
mentioned you were in the Discord.
mhm.
Your name's so popular, someone would have already said you in the disco, but I wouldn't even give that bullshit no fluff because automatically this Richard and debunk that shit. Even
Yeah.
Snoopy done slap a little law and order, try put a little common sense in their heads, but they don't get it. That's why I decided to do this because for the new people who don't know, I mean, these people playing chess on your brains.
Mm-hmm.
They doing the Watusi on your top. Now, Nick, I know we don't run them type of messy channel and thing where we just up in everybody's shit. Or,
Mm-mm.
it's now and again we'll pop out.
Yeah, well, every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah, but for this, I see it was a reason because, I mean, even for Snoopy, I trying to figure out why she been getting so much heat.
Well, we can bring Snoopy up if Snoopy's available.
Yeah, if you won't come up, you could
And
come.
yeah, Snoopy will come up when she's ready. But let's just we went off topic for a second about the beef, this beef that Ralph and I have, right?
Yeah,
I'd like to know what my beef is with Ralph too, because I don't have a beef with Ralph. I don't like him. I think he's a fuckwit, but I don't have a beef with him. There is no beef other than him calling my name all of a sudden, him going on Maggie's channel and saying Atwood, rah rah rah, just basically filling Maggie's head with bullshit, right?
I'd always.
Hey, Fluffy.
Fluff, what's up? You know where I think that seed was planted,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of have to take a step back to that song, Crystal, the Crystal Man song.
No, 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 no. He was
It,
calling my name before. He was calling my name before that.
you know. So
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what is the fucking beef? What is the
Uh,
chicken? What's the pork
I'd
chop?
love. Yeah, I'd love to know, but he was trying to bait me on Maggie's live with that question, like where did our beef start? When did you enter the picture? He was trying to bait me into saying something that doesn't even exist because he's a fuckwit. Sorry, he just is.
Yeah,
And
it
he
is what it
and
is.
he's trying to create a narrative that doesn't exist, and he was trying to get me to play a role in it, but I'm not that stupid, right? So they're so invested to connect the dots for a conspiracy that doesn't exist. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
Exactly. So I do recall uh, Ralph Deno Ralph Denobrain having a meltdown about Golden. This was after the Couchgate incident, right? He was having a meltdown over Golden, and he was yelling, saying that he was sick of Golden needing a hero to save her from situations that she kept putting him in, right? He was over
Hmm.
it, that her and Amani kept putting him into situations that he didn't belong in. And I believe that I was one of those situations. I believe
Hmm.
that the disgruntled plastic queen, and I believe she's disgruntled, we'll get into that later, but I believe that the plastic queen had a vendetta against me and went to Mr. I can't even be consistent with calling him something. Ralph Delies, and said, "Oh, please go after Nick the Mountain Goat. She's harassing me." This is what I believe she might have said, right? And these are not facts that I can prove. This is just in my opinion, right? Um, so when he when him and her fell out after Couchgate, he called it out. And then he stopped. Then he miraculously, for a long time, he stopped saying my name when he went on Maggie's panel. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So in my mind, it was the Plastic Queen who created some weird beef. I don't know what she was saying to him. She may have been baiting him, saying, oh, you know, Nick the Mountain Goat is saying this and that about you, Ralph. She hates you and rah, rah, rah. She's got an issue with you. That was coming from her mouth. It was not based on facts.
Gotcha.
So he's like demanding to know what my beef was with him, you see? He was trying to get to the bottom of his own mystery that the Plastic Queen created for him. There you go. I'm done.
Yay!
Hey, Temper.
What's up, Snoop? What's up? What's up? You good, Snoops? Everything
I'm
all
good.
right?
I'm good. How are you two?
Yeah, everything good, man. Everything good. You was another
Listen.
little. You've become an overnight celebrity, Snoop.
I
You all over the
know.
place.
Conspiracy
You all over the place.
Nation.
I mean, every time there's one or two dots, you gotta hear Snoopy. Every one or two dots, as soon as you turn the corner, another Snoopy. Like, what's going on? You know, like when Bugs Bunny was trying to beat the turtle, and he think he got ahead, and every time he get there, there's the turtle. Like every time I listen again,
Exactly.
Snoopy.
I don't think he thought this plan out too much. There's absolutely no way it was Nick, and he knows it's not Nick, because when we were in Discord, there was a target, and I'm going to use that word deliberately, of any person that was associated to Jag, her mods, her partner, her, say, Ayasha, and they were all put. Sorry?
I was a supporter. I was only a sub of
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And at that time, you were modding for Maggie, because I don't know if she's faking it or if she's lying or just going along with the narrative, but she did seem to be a bit surprised that was the time that you were supporting her, and that's actually true.
Correct, yeah. I was her mod, yes. I was her mod. I was never Jag's mod, yeah. So I think there's been a lot of confusion about that.
There has been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But your profile and your channel was shared into Ralph's Discord as somebody attached to Jag.
Correct, yeah.
You were never in that Discord, and it was always very clear who you were, and your name was always the same from you coming out here, you know? So there is no confusion that he has. It is simply just a way to manipulate a narrative, to be able to spin a yarn to new people who are around that don't know any different.
Yeah.
And that's
but he just didn't think it true.
Kaza was Jag's mod. Kaza is in the chat saying she was Jag's mod, which she was. I never was. But that's been the hardest thing to prove, even though it's provable. If anyone goes back and looks in Jag's chats, you'll see there's no wrench next to my name.
Yeah.
And to me, Snoopy, the other stupid part was, and in everything I could see a little mimicking, because Ralph tried to say, at least to be honest, I kind of go by people's name too. And do you know I've never met a sensible Ralph?
No.
That's why it's so real talk. I've never met a sensible Ralph. I've never met a sensible Bruce. I've never met a sensible Larry. Big name. No matter where I go in the world, whoever behind the name, they don't make sense.
Oh,
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Temper. You're being too harsh.
No, I being real. When I think about it, right? He tried to say it was a joke, but if it was a joke, people were doing as you said. And I don't want to play certain people things, because, like I say, the digital footprint is there. But there's even a live he did where him and Jag was on panel, and he was trying to tell Jag about her own boyfriend or her own fiance, whatever, and she correcting him, and he ended up saying, "No, no, he's an author. He's an author." And she's saying, "No, it's not a book. It's a documentary. But it says
Mm-hmm.
this." He was saying, "How you got this information?" He
Yeah.
actually said, "I looked up on his site." Okay, that's number one. You stalking the dude, right? Like, what kind of man you
Mm-hmm.
is? Then the
The
next
thing
thing
is,
he said, "I got it all. We have it all in the petty pocket." So was it a joke then as well? It's
mm-hmm.
his own words. We have it all in the petty pocket.
There was so much there, and there was like every single live that Jag did,
Mm-hmm.
the different things that are kind of infamous now of her past, all of that stuff in there, like even down to Maggie. And
Yes,
Risa has a
saw
video
you
that she
posted
took
that.
of it. There are so many of her family members,
Mm-hmm.
information that was stored, their pictures, her cousins, her immediate family, different things in regards to Maggie. Like, it's complete stalking. Complete stalking.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
thing with
Michelle.
Murph,
Thank you.
yep. The thing even with Murph that he said was a joke, by no means was that a joke. It wasn't a joke. He went live on Instagram showing that man's family, his ex-wife, his children.
Oh, he did
And
it on Instagram.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, he pulled it up on Instagram, and that's on that video that I
Wow.
shared as well. Now, she did block out the children, so it's blurred, but
Yeah.
you can see where it starts off with Maggie, and you can see Ralph's profile right beside it, where it's him that's put it in there. So he went and got Murph's Instagram, and he went live immediately after finding it, and was literally on live, scrolling through, watching the comments, seeing when he last commented, seeing
Yeah.
when he last, just crazy stuff. But he wants to be able to put this on other people, and kind of like what you were talking about, Nick, with Amani and Golden when he blew up with them recently.
Yep.
And kind of said, well, they were the people that were causing the chaos, and he was distancing himself from
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like throw the blame at somebody else, pretend that culture was never there, and that he had no control over his own Discord. It was a culture
Correct.
he created.
Yes, of course. Yep.
It was a culture he created.
Yes, if it's your Discord, you set the rules, you set the pace.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
and Snoopy, when I think about those things like this, it's like it irks my spirit to see someone throw water on people and say, "Oh, it raining. You ain't see? Oh, it just was raining." No, my boy, you just throw water in them people's face. Like the lies, the lies.
Yeah.
Like how much fucking lies I gotta be hearing, bro? And you supposed to be man. You can't stand 10 toes on nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Hell yeah.
Didn't he confuse you at one time, Nick, on Maggie's panel, and kept insisting you were somebody that you weren't?
Right. Yes. And I was in the chat, so I demanded the link. Right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. He was accusing me to my face, and he was calling me just Risa. And I'm
That's
like,
what I was wondering. Yeah.
I'm an Aussie. How are you confusing me?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you realize this means war.
So it just go to show you, like when I say again with the rewriting history. You think I won't be on a panel with anybody who been stalking my family?
Exactly.
You think I won't be on panel with anybody who done say they have my whatever? No, bro. That's the nastiest and the worst kind of person there is right now. Like, no morals, no integrity. And that's the whole shit about this. Like, you want to sweep all this garbage underneath the rug. Because the new people, you need the new people to hit your page up, subscribe to you. This is what you need. So you will and Snoopy, I see why you become a problem. Because you stand in between.
Mm-hmm.
You's a part of the dirt. They can't get sweep underneath the rug.
Right. And they weren't thinking that there was as much evidence as what there was. They were banking on just coming out and creating a narrative. He pulled up my profile. He showed what I put in the petty pocket. And then he pulled up some other woman who I don't know at all and said, because she had sent a message, she tried to pawn it off that was me. I've never messaged him at all. Ever. And again, it's kind of similar, painting a narrative to people.
Yeah.
I fell off.
Oh, all right. Because based on what you showed right after Maggie's live, trying to you can't dodge the proof. You know,
Exactly.
the order was clear. People were following the orders, and the thing about it, like he even stated, it was there and more. But for me, looking at people like they stupid, yeah, that's the part right there. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing, Snoopy, I noticed something, and tell me what you think about this. I remember you saying that, you came out speaking up for the women in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that checkmate move by that person saying him raising his voice wasn't all of that. It wasn't that traumatizing. It wasn't all of that. Everything good. Like, what you think about that? Trying to downplay.
I think
That-
it's enabling. It's enabling. It's minimizing. It's excusing. Like, for one person to get up and say they've forgiven them, it wasn't a big deal. That is one incident. There are many people who were triggered by him. There was one particular person who was reduced to tears by him. And really triggered. And triggered in various ways. The letters went into Maggie. She really didn't do them a service how it was presented, because we all know she doesn't do a hell of a lot of research or pay much attention, and she just goes straight into it. But yeah, there was a lot of people that had negative experiences in there. It wasn't just an isolated event. It would even happen on lives outside of the Discord. So even if you think back, do you remember Amber? Amber was a mod for Jag temporarily.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then the fallout happened over there. He got Amber over, and as soon as he got the story off Amber, she came back a second day, and he blew up at her on a live. Blew his stack at her.
Wow.
And got paranoid about that she was running a play on him, that he didn't trust her. She shouldn't have been calling him. She could see that he was live. But like, it was just so, you got what you needed from her. You got the content. She was able to give you something to go on with Jag, and then you discarded her. And that's pretty much what he did. He did go in on her. He really went in on her. So she's another one. Salma's another one. There are many women. And there were men that watched this.
Wow.
And it wasn't just with our group, because for the ones that left, or some of them that got kicked out, and they got kicked out because there was a bond between the women.
Of course. Jealousy.
He got jealous because he wasn't the center of attention. And he actually said that on the live that he removed, but I have it screen recorded. That he wasn't happy about the women wanting to link up, and nobody asked him. He sounds like a child.
Yeah.
You know? Sounding like a kid. But all of this happened, like, say, the biggest blowout from when we were there happened over the same weekend as Bonnie. You remember Bonnie and Ada?
Yeah. Yep.
And it came out about Bonnie's supposed to have paid $5,000 for the lawyer. He crashed out thinking about what he could have got from $5,000.
Wow. You know, that
Honestly.
yeah. Yep. Okay.
He was freaking out over that. And that spilled into the next day with the Cats Out of a Bag live. So it was one of the incidents as well also where he was upset that Lady Letitia, they had been supporting Lady Letitia after she broke away from Maggie. And because she chose to go to AT2 to do an interview on what had just happened on Maggie's, he got highly offended. It was like,
Wow.
I've been supporting you. Now, she was on live speaking to him, and then like the connection cut, and then she ends up on AT2. But of course, he took that personal, damaged his ego. He ran with that. He was giving out about Bonnie and what he could have done with that 5K. In the live, he also lied and said that the FBI had been out of his house. And he suggested that this was all part of a trafficking ring, the same thing that he's pushing a narrative on now. This was all part of a trafficking ring, and it probably goes all the way up to government level that he didn't know. But the FBI, and he went into a whole big spiel about how the FBI asked him questions. Yeah, that's all recorded. I have that. But he has removed that live. That does, yeah, it does coincide with what happened to Maria. But Maria, you're only one person. So there was many other people on many occasions on live. Even when a year ago, when all of this stuff with Freeman Farm was coming out, even prior to this, he was doxing Conscious. He was doxing Brandy. He was telling the group that were there at the time that there was something sinister going on with the group that had been there previous. So his own paranoia was there from day one. From day one. Pushing a narrative that did not exist. And then looking for things that weren't there. But it was like walking on eggshells. One of the women came in and said, "Good morning." And and when I say it was like you could cut the atmosphere with a knife. He kind of went at her about how he doesn't respond to that word. And she's like, "Well, this is how I speak. And I'll be back later when you're over." Because she was very matter of fact. She's a cool lady. But there was loads of people filtering in and out. They were asking, say if you come in, you can feel the tension in the air. And you ask, "Well, what's going on?" He blew up 4 times. All right, and would resettle. And each time somebody came in, he would blow up at them and going, people are trying to get him in his car now. He's trying to sit there and kind of get himself back on track. But like a simple question of somebody asking, "What's happened?" What's happened? And
Boy, it's like someone needs to be a man and actually put their man shorts on, grow a set.
Absolutely.
I can't believe. I mean, he not like us.
Not like us is right.
No, not
real man don't do them type of things, man. What you screaming at the queens for? And people you don't even know, people who subscribe and supporting you. That's what you doing. No wonder why you hanging without that dizzy bird.
Yeah.
You know, just like Snoopy, I like that one you put on. I want to call it the Broken Toy Story, but Dizzy Bird, I like that one too. No wonder why they could gel and hang together. And this is the reason why people need to know, like, these are not nice people.
No.
You know, Margie has lives where she actually said, "This is a good time for me to say fuck Jai, because the Diddy trial coming up, because I all about the money."
Yeah.
You know, I doing lives without even being monetized because I'm all about the money. And you, the stupid subscribers or the viewers, are too stupid to see that I'm all about the money. So it's like people don't hear these things.
He even said that when he was, shaking his ding-a-ling for AT2 when he was in the house, he said he had enough money for the goat fence, but he asked his subscribers for it anyway. This is what he said to AT2.
Completely entitled. He would regularly put into the Discord, "Anybody got a loan?"
Yeah, and he said he had enough money the whole time.
Yeah.
But this is because he's talking to AT2.
Yeah, and it's all bravado.
Yeah, and he
regularly put into the Discord asking the women for money, like the whole the car that he got that time. There was a GoFundMe set up, and from what I was told, there was a certain amount of money raised. People donated like what they could, and maybe 150, something like that, was raised. And then, as we know, She Paints got the car. That money wasn't returned to people. After you were gifted the car, separate from that money should have went back to people, but it didn't.
Grifter.
Complete grifter. Anything that was along the way was all about the collective to pay it back. So when the whole thing happened with Freeman Farm, he was asking people in his Discord to go get a loan of money and give it to him. And the collective, not even him, he wouldn't pay it back, but the collective will pay it back.
Is that illegal?
Of course it is.
To ask other people to get a loan and then give
Get
you
a
the
loan,
money?
give it to me, and everybody else here will pay it back to you. Imagine.
What kind of loan scam that is?
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck? But you know, which see, I glad they to say these dumb shit, you know, because now it brings me back to what we just said earlier, Nick, when he was Snoopy, when he was flamming for 82, where he said he got money. Let's go ban. I bet you ain't got more. I got more money in this house right now than what you got in your. So if you have all this money, why the fuck you don't buy your own goat fence?
Exactly.
Why the fuck you depending on these people to take their money through Cash App or whatever to send to you? If you have, why you couldn't pay your rent?
Temper, can you put Jane's comment up, please?
Sorry about that, Jane.
She gave him $2,500 in total for a car. And yeah, Daniel confirmed that with she paints.
Wow. Jeez.
The grift.
But see, they were trying to run a clean image now. You see, they won't be seen as a salesman. You know, they won't look professional now. According to the new subs, you know, nobody's supposed to believe these people that do these type of things. No, not Ralph or Stuart Little.
And just while we're talking about that, Temper, why do you think it's so important for him to target me? What have I got to take? Like, what does he want from me? What do you think he wants from me? What do you think? Tell me what you think. Or Snoopy, either one of you.
Straight off the bat, I would like to know what the issue is. But you think he won't? You think he won't be the first one to say conquer you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I because I'm curvy, not straight. I think he's really upset that I was never in his Discord. He's trying to get engagement from me. He may even be jealous that Golden was friends with me. And who knows what Golden was telling him, because I can guarantee you it's lies, right? Because I've got all the facts on Golden. We'll get to that whenever you want, Temper.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, Polly. Put it up. Can you put Polly's comment up, please? I think you're right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take much to threaten that though, Paulie, because once he get one or two direct questions, dude will start acting like he is Kung Fu Panda, man.
With doing the what the kids do, no, and putting his hands up next to his ears and sticking his tongue out. What a fucking child!
Yeah.
What a fucking child!
But see, this the problem now. This the worst nest. Snoopy done loose up. Snoopy done slap this nest now, so everything getting spilled. And I think that this where the problem is. And I mean, since Snoopy been doing what you've been doing, I ain't trying to, do no love bombing, nothing, but I just can hit you with the facts. From I see you've been doing your thing. Yeah, you even been facing a little bit of prejudice and all. I've heard statement telling you to stay in your fucking country.
Yeah.
Like who? I thought YouTube was a free app for everyone.
Absolutely. You've
been doxxed. I'm gonna be the first to say, how the little one? She all right? Oh, he all right?
She's great.
That's good. And people try to downplay your YouTube journey, but a lot of these people gotta know, ain't everyone come here to say, well, I just want to do YouTube. Some people come here to actually make a little difference, set some little
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
standard, take account of the truth. That's what I about. And
Yep.
I see they try to downplay that, Snoopy, to be honest. And even for some of the creators of, this sector, who actually gave you some highlights, you think that's all the more reason why, it's so important to downplay you?
Yeah. Yeah. And there was a certain content creator with a lot of influence, and she put me on a list, which I completely wasn't expecting at all because it was a black tea sector list. Golden went on a rant twice within a live about how I got put on a list, what assignment I had to do, what was it that
Yeah.
I done to
Mhm.
be able to achieve that, and how
Mhm.
dare I was only after coming out here that I'm just downplaying everything that I've done and criticizing. I've no problem with her criticizing my content. It's different when you take somebody's character and when you deliberately lie and try
Deliberately
and
lie. Yeah.
yeah. And I think when you use race without any evidence or without anything to go on and just say these things as if they're fact, tag other people and keep emphasizing it and emphasizing it, it does eventually within that group, it does transform and it does kind of filter through with some people. It does definitely have an effect. And that's really frustrating. But I think that it's the lowest of the low. If you have to resort to lying on a person, you may as well give up. You're not being intellectually honest. I know you haven't got a whole lot of subscribers in your chat to begin with, but maybe that's the reason why. People can see
Well,
it.
Well, that and it's not very uplifting, the
No,
content.
it really isn't.
And
No.
and there's a very scary sounding lady as a co-host who talks down to people. Did you hear how that lady, Imani, talked down to, or Imani, I'm going to call her, how she spoke down to Maggie? Did anyone catch that? That was disgusting.
Was that
Maggie
about
failed.
was that about when she dropped Golden?
Oh, well, she was talking a whole lot of rubbish, but she was talking down to Maggie about how Phantom hit the panel.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's quite interesting because Imani doesn't understand how to speak to Maggie.
Right.
Like she actually has no comprehension on how to speak to Maggie. And if you watch Maggie, you'll understand how to speak to Maggie in a way that she'll get it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But this overlord, this very given off alpha dykey vibes.
Now that's
over there.
really strange. You've said that. Do you know on on the last live, she came in to address me on what I had said on my live. Actually, she came in and she went on a rant about how Donat came up on my channel called me a white queen. He was joking.
Yeah.
It was a joke. The
Yeah.
white queen in the black tea sector. Donat was just doing Donat. I
And-
didn't delete the live.
And hang on, Snoopy. And when somebody tells you a joke, what do? You laugh about it, right?
Yes.
Right.
So she made a big deal about me laughing. You know, I'm not correcting him. What was I supposed to say? It's Donat. He was joking.
No,
It
but
wasn't
Snoopy.
serious. You know, but it was okay for Golden to call herself a queen. Like, hello, what are we doing? But then we have, right? Here's where it gets interesting. And Manny then starts referring to the court case. And I think whatever advice Golden has been taking from her is going to be to her own detriment because it seems like Amani is the bigger influence there. She kind of goes along on her own platform with that kind of for guidance. But the term she used, I found really interesting, just on what you said about the energy.
Yeah.
If you come for the king, make sure you don't miss it. So she's the king and Golden's the queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or see, sometimes you gotta read in between the lines. See, Snoopy, you played something. I can't remember which live it was. I wish I had a link to tell you I want to hear that again. But there was something that Clown said that it's better for Golan and Imani. I think this was the time when he had want nothing to do with them. And he said it's better for them two to find somebody else to go up against.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is where I figure now, okay, we could deal with you, seeing that they love him so much. Because I think when they say the king, they actually mean him.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
shoot for
Yeah.
the king,
That's possible.
It is possible, but I'm gonna switch back to the other topic for 1 second, Temper.
okay.
I've never had any dealings with Imani because we've established that I was never in Ralph's Discord, right?
Mhm.
I was never there, so I don't know Imani on any type of personal level. Yet she has came after me with such vitriol. You would think that she's Golden's girlfriend, and I'm interested in Golden, and she's trying to protect Golden from me.
Absolutely.
These are the vibes that Imani gives.
Okay.
But I
so
don't. But hang on. Let me just say one more time. I
Sorry.
do not know Imani on any type of personal level. Golden, on the other hand, we interacted offline for 3 months or so, and that was very interesting, to say the least. Go on. I'm done. I'm done for the moment. But yeah, go on.
I want to say, see, when I speak, I just use real life experiences, and I'm surprised when me and you did that live that it came out like that, because when you try to deny someone their living experience and something wrong with that, but for me, my living experiences, this person claimed they from over there, right? Chat, I could be honest with y'all. Do you know
Over
what
where?
people from the UK or wherever
Right,
Imani from? You say from the UK?
The UK,
Yeah,
yeah.
I believe so. Yep.
Do you know how much time I've experienced when they over here? They're very condescending. And I talking about the only thing they ain't doing to you is trying to basically attack you. But yeah, they'll call you the N-word. Yeah, they weird like that. And I ain't trying to but I'm telling you, why I saying this is because, Nick, I can say this, and this is the only little bit of smoke or airtime, Imani, you will ever get from me, But I could tell you one thing, your little prejudice ass.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I could tell you this. It's more than black people in the Caribbean. So when you go jump up and say Temper tap dancing, yeah, I'll tap dance in your fucking face too.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, because the Caribbean or wherever you think I'm from, not only black people on here, you got Americans, you got Chinese, people from Irish over here, Germans, you got all kind of people living over here right now. You got people like who? Mike Tyson lawyers.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and they living in the community, so you can't talk that dumb shit and then you get away with that. That's the only smoke you will get from me. And the fact that you could say the black people, really? You ain't black?
She also said you were cracker-splaining something.
Yeah.
What an insult. But that just shows... Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sumpy.
That just shows how arrogant she is also. Like, she literally sat saying, what would somebody from the Caribbean think of that? Somebody from the Caribbean came in and gave their absolute experience, lived experience, and then she dismisses it by saying, I teach this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel sorry for wherever she teaches this stuff, because what does she call you, Nick?
I can't remember. You put me on the spot. I can't remember.
Sorry, it was something like crack or something.
She said no. She was using terminology like the caucasity of it all when she was talking about
That's
me.
what it was, yes. And then
The
she's off
caucasity of it all.
too. Yeah, she'll make some sort of joke. So for somebody that teaches this, wouldn't it be quite interesting to know? I would imagine if you teach this that your audience will be predominantly white.
Hmm. Yeah, you'd think
And
so.
I wonder
That's
how they would
Mm.
feel or look
Mhm.
upon somebody who's teaching large
Is it
corporations, in her own words, in the
so?
background on apps,
Is it?
speaking to people in this way.
I don't know if anyone knows, but if anyone listening out there knows whether Imani is in a paid role or a volunteer role doing that job, that would
Hmm.
be very interesting for me to know about.
Absolutely.
You know, just to play the game the same way that they do. You know, they've dragged my genealogy channel.
Hmm.
Um, that they've dragged Jane's business. Well, not they, Golden. Let's be specific, right? So you know, if you're going to support that type of dragging of people's real life stuff, then you know you are not impervious to be dragged about your real life stuff and the things that you say on YouTube, Imani. But you know, I'm sure she's going to twist the words. They like twisting what they hear. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that.
So based on the two of y'all, based on what I don't know if the chat didn't gather it, but for what I didn't gather, because y'all have a little beef, Nick, you and what you call again, broken screen. Y'all have a problem. I could see that part. Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see where the conspiracy trying to come in, because they basically trying to rewrite this little history and saying you was a plan all along, right?
Yeah.
And you was
Yeah.
sent to do this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the sad part. You just happen to come out as a voice, and that's what people failing to understand. Yes, you already said your shit wasn't even about. How much times in here you said you don't care, but not you don't care, but you don't watch certain things. Let me put it the right way. Like how some people be watching and all that. You don't do that. And you said basically your thing was to give a voice to these women. Let their voices be heard. You give a you give a platform for that, and I respect that. And I think this is where the problem starts right now, because when you want to be on YouTube as a you can't have these type of smears on you. You can't have this type of digital footprint, because people will see you for who you are, which we basically didn't show. The Discord thing was a lie. Everything else was a lie. Even the doxing of the subscribe on the screen is a lie. The joke. You had a lady, one woman, out of how many? Over 5, I could say, Snoopy. Over 6 or over 5? One woman tried to downplay every other woman's story, and that's the way I want people to see. So
Maria Princess. Yep. Say your name.
Maria Princess basically tried to make all them other women's stories obsolete by going on and saying that, oh, it was nothing, it wasn't all that bad, but why you going and give Snoopy the story?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Yeah. Is that how it happened?
She went to other people. I actually, here's the irony. When Maggie went back and got Ralph, she had a conversation with somebody from back then, when everything kicked off at the Discord and she had left, or he kicked her out, whichever. She had spoke to somebody else, and they got into a conversation about how Discord was and how crazy it was. And she actually wrote in the message, he was Nature Boy 2.0. Those were her words.
Whose words? Maria's?
Maria's.
Wow.
I posted these on my channel and I tagged her. And in case he saw them, she struck my channel for privacy, saying that I used her profile picture. But yeah, she didn't want that out there, because obviously it makes her look like the two-faced person that she is.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
if she wanted to forgive him and all of that, that's fine. But you don't get to speak for everybody else that does have a problem.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yep.
So within that little something, right? I watched about 4 or 5 lies try to go get sweep under the rug real quick. Number
Yeah.
one was to joke about the Discord. Number 2, liking the Discord. Number 3, Maria downplaying the situation or trying to make it look like, okay, it wasn't all of that, like we just said. Then the last one, would really, really try to fly over in the last 48 or 72 is what happened at the house.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
at the house. That was the ultimate question.
Yes.
But we know what happened. We know some facts about what happened at the house, right?
And we heard 2 different as well.
No. Yeah. No, but this is the epitome of the facts that we know, right? And they came out of Golden's mother's mouth on either Golden's Live. It must have been on Golden's Live. Maybe one of the ones she's hidden. Golden's mother said that she woke up and had to go to the couch and wake Golden up or get her off Ralph and send her to bed. That came out of Golden's mother's mouth.
Wow.
I heard it myself. What are you clearing your throat for, sir? Am I doing something wrong? Do you want me to shut up?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, she said she had to wake her daughter up. She said, I had to wake my daughter up. Or I don't know if it was wake. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what she said, but this is roundabout what it is. She woke up in the middle of the night. Her mother woke up in the middle of the night. The child's in the house, and get Golden off Ralph, off the man on the couch.
Wow.
And send her off to bed, to her own bed that I presume that was made, set up for Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
But he was concerned enough to not take that bed because there may have been space for 2 in that bed, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to fall for that. So he slept on the couch where I presume there wasn't a lot of room for
2.
The plastic queen to envelop him. But she did it anyway. And she blamed it on the whiskey and green.
Pass the fucking potatoes.
But you've got to love a mother when she comes on and tells the truth about what happened. I couldn't believe my ears. I was like, I can't believe your mother just did that to you on your own live stream. But okay.
I'm serious. Like these are some of the weirdest combinations I've ever seen, Jane.
They really are. And then he put it out on a live as well.
Yes, he did.
Hang
on, Temper. Go on, Snoopy.
He was showing her messages. He was saying about how he ran out with her, couldn't wait to go the next morning, apparently. And then goes one further and says that he thought she was trying to put SA charges on him.
She was trying to set him up for SA.
Yes.
Yep. That's what he
said about her.
Out of his own mouth, I heard him say it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Prove me wrong, Ralph Delies.
You ain't the only one. I heard it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
And it begs me to differ. Like, okay, so where's the perfect gentleman? Where did that come in?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, maybe he was. Maybe he was trying to be the perfect gentleman, right?
At the time.
Maybe he was. Let's give him that, right? He didn't go and sleep in the bed. Well, who knows? He may have. He may have one night.
It's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lied.
Temper.
None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
Yep. They all want us to
There is
think.
no spoon.
Yeah, there is no spoon. That's what they want us to think. There is no spoon. You know, there is no lie. But see, that's the whole thing about being this Decepticon shit. Like, that's why I just feel like, yeah, people, y'all just need to do your little research.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, because Nick, you know, when it comes to being the first ones to get strike,
Mhm.
and it was all because of what highlighting the truth. That's how I received my first strike, just by highlighting the truth. So the patterns don't lie. Same
No.
reoccurrences.
Yep.
And it's only for the truth you're getting strike for. But I just wanted y'all to know that what Snoopy doing, like what she's seeing, what some of y'all seeing, like we've been seeing these patterns. These people has been stalkers, they've been liars, they've been scammers. This ain't nothing. It's just that right now we have a new content creator that rise up, and she stand in the way because she come from out their belly. She know all of the goody goodies.
Yep.
You know, and Snoopy, yeah, man. Be proud of your little YouTube journey, sis. Be proud of it. But back to the situation, that's what they were trying to, you know, hide from everybody. Quantum call it out. Quantum literally.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That Phantom, you know, I found that so intriguing watching Phantom on Maggies the other day. And the most intriguing part about it was that Golden had to try and be the biggest man in the room.
The bodyguard.
The bodyguard, yeah. Snoopy did a live on it. Yeah, but from my own unique perspective, I found it interesting that Ralph picked up on what she was doing, that she was out shining him with the size of her cojones, and he said all he could think of to say was stop being triggered, Golden. And I thought, no, she's actually being more of a man right now than you are. And we will delve into that later.
Man, Golden was carrying on like
fatality.
Yeah, bro, she was all about Mortal Kombat, King.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was serious about her shit. I was like, what the fuck going on here? Like, okay, who died and anointed you? You know, who nice who knighted you? But that's another weird thing. But no, next we'll get it.
It's so odd, yeah.
But that's weird though. But
it's explainable. But yes, it's a little odd. And you know, I've sat in the position that Golden's in my life and in her life. There's some parallels there. But you know, so I know I can see things that maybe other people can't see. I know things that maybe other people don't know. So I can back up my own what I'm seeing with some facts. But
Hey, in my mods, I could drop Snoopy link in the chat. Yeah, man. Y'all subscribe to Little Sis, man.
Thank you,
Y'all like truth? Y'all want to see what's going on behind the scenes with these scumbags? Yeah. Yeah, someone been taking notes. Someone been taking, you know, account of what's going on. So, yeah, go get your belly full, you know. You know, yeah, go get your belly full. Because trust me, you'll be surprised with what was trying to be buried underneath the rug. You know.
Oh, did you say rug?
But you know, like but for me, this is what I call like the art of deception. You know, and everyone basically thought it was exposing Nick and Snoopy. Snoopy and Nick only got some exposing to do. That's all it was. You know, and some
Yeah.
clarity because you know a lot of my subscribers don't really know what's going on. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
nice open conversation in case you buck up on these webs of deception out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Hey, Judy Bird.
to the
Thank you
bird,
for joining.
yeah, you're welcome in, Michelle. Yeah, yeah, the whole rewriting history is bullshit. Like, so he don't want people to know that he was trapping people dealing in criminal activity.
Yes.
You know, you're supposed to be a wise man, but you got the people dabbling in folly. Yeah, you don't want the new subscribers to know that because that ain't what you're preaching right now, right? You want the
Mm-hmm.
new, you want the new subscribers to know that you respect women, right? So Jag ain't a woman. I ain't know how to be no man. So
Mm-hmm.
why you got look what you did to that woman and many other
Yep.
women. Snoopy
Yeah.
Rachel got well account. So
Yeah.
you don't want the new people to know that you're abusive, that you're a liar.
Yeah. His whole
You,
channel was built off Jag, going after Jag and going after Maggie.
Yeah.
Even saying that he had nudes belonging to Maggie. He had no boundaries. He built
yeah,
his channel off degrading women to the point that he is still, and he is the only content creator who is still after Jag and still talking about her. The
yeah,
narrative
Mm-hmm.
then about the Atwoods is convenient, and I think this is where he's trying to build a narrative that there's a worldwide troll farm who are
Mhm.
plants and set there in his Discord just to like mess with his life on a farm. It's a bit far fetched.
It's so, it's so it's so far fetched. It's
and this is what he's pushing. This is what
it's
he's pushing.
laughable.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It really
laughable,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Anybody
laughable.
with a half a brain cell can see that this is just nonsense.
And he's threatened, definitely threatened by people who have more than half a brain cell.
Yeah,
Let's just
he is.
say that,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's why he is targeting me as well. Because what good am I to him? Like, there's no what. I was never in the Discord. Number one.
No.
So why does he care? Why does he care about me? He even helped me out with the Just E thing. Well, he tried to, and I
Yeah.
appreciated him for that. I have a screen recording of what he said about that, in spite of what Golden says about it. She's like, after what he did, you know, after what he did for you with Just E, you know, and what I say about this man, all I say about that man is call him out for the stupidity with all the goat stuff.
Yeah. Harmless.
And I don't believe I've said anything else prior to, you know. Well, it didn't help his cause when he started saying my name out of the blue, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Why on earth is he saying my name? What have I done to him? So what have I done to you, Ralph? You tell me. If you don't know what our beef is, Ralph Delies, and I don't know what our beef is, maybe you want to question the person that put my name in your mouth on a couch.
Exactly.
Oops. On a couch. Maybe she holds all the answers to the conundrum.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so
weird.
fucking weird. It's so weird.
yeah. Because you know when you really look at their history, you have Margie who admitted she didn't like Golden. And now, only because of the fact that there needs to be a unity between them, because between the three of them, they don't even make a half.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
Their channel there, they regurgitating bullshit. Like, be nothing happening for none of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I ain't gonna try to get into, but these content creators need to be honest, Ralph. You got over 4,000 subscribers, but when you go live, only 4 or 5 people watching, bro. You buying subs?
Absolutely.
That's the only way that shit is happening. And don't tell me about YouTube. You buying subscribers, bro. But anyhow, that's a whole different subject.
Hey, Temper, Michelle is saying that's her cousin now. So Maggie keeps calling the Plastic Queen her cousin. But there's also more to that story too. And
Based on how they act, you could basically almost call them family.
yeah, I was watching an old live of mine the other day and heard Maggie saying some very interesting things. It was about when Murph contacted Golden and said to Golden, I don't like how you're being treated by Maggie. And the things that Maggie was saying were so interesting. So interesting. Because Golden used to, and one of the things that Maggie said was, and why it's so creepy that your mother is writing me poetry. Do you all remember that?
Yes.
And Golden was writing poetry to her cousin Maggie. And they've both admitted recently that they flirt with both sexes, right? Maggie said it, but Golden meant it. And Maggie said, yeah, it's fun, but I don't mean it. But Golden means it. Allegedly. And I would know. And I would know.
Mm-hmm.
I would know because that's what she did with me. Even though I had said I was not interested in anyone ever again because we were talking offline. I was telling her about my life and blah, blah, blah. But, she just ignores boundaries and likes to cross them. Yes, Polly. Maybe she needs to have a conversation with her mother. Yeah, and
and that's what I found. Let me be a little bit petty. When Imani said that I need to mind my own business when it came to speaking about you, Nick, because I didn't know the context of what was after happening between you and Golden. I said, those words are going to come back to you. So here you go, Imani. Have a conversation with Golden.
Yeah, you might want to, Imani. You might want to ask Golden
what the real reason is.
What things she was saying to me that might upset me, seeing as I was not interested in Golden. She was ignoring that I wasn't interested in anyone, but that didn't stop her pushing the envelope with me, saying little bits here and there, sending me a very strange video of her dancing and singing along to
Aaliyah, More Than a Woman.
Aaliyah song. More Than a Woman. I was she put me in a very, so this is what I understand. This is how I can actually empathize with Ralph, thinking that she was setting him up for SA. I know because I know.
Yeah.
She was crossing boundaries with me and being fucking weird. And
she was trying to do a little get over here.
and I didn't appreciate it because that girl is 20 years younger than me, and I found it very creepy what she was doing.
Yeah.
What the fuck you cop?
I found it very fucking creepy what she was doing. So I was happy when she was treating me with a great disrespect after the thing that happened on Auntie Leah's channel. And I was like, thank God I'm away from that girl. Like, thank God I'm away from her. And let me just add one more on here. One more thing to this story. She did it to a friend of mine who's a man as well. I'm not gonna name names, but I heard from his own mouth that she did that to him as well. So what the fuck is her game? She crosses boundaries She's disrespectful.
Wow.
She is a creepy weirdo.
Yeah.
She's dangerous because she plays dangerous games.
So that's where we getting our fun. So Snoopy, that's where we been getting our funny energy from. Like this. Oh.
Yeah, the tea is hot. Quick. The tea is hot.
Gee.
Yeah. I feel a bit relieved now, having been able to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Golden, but it's your own fault.
Hold on, before some, like, boy, what a tangle where we weave. My Lord, that just took my breath away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so this is why I'm like, have you told Imani, Golden, what you did to me? The fence is for Nick. and did you tell Ralph the things that you did to me? Is that why he's coming after me? Like, what? If you, and who else has she done this to? Because, you know, that whole Love Jones thing, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand what was going on there. You know,
somebody's a little unsure.
Don't ask me who the man is. I'm not going to ever say.
We won't. I won't.
No. I'm just answering Michelle. No. I'm just that's up to other people to tell on, because and by other people I mean Golden. I mean, it might slip out of her mouth. She knows what she's done, or maybe she doesn't, because you know when you do too much extracurricular stuff for entertainment, then you might not remember. You might not remember what you do. But I have proof, Golden. I've got all the proof.
You know,
I got all the proof, baby. I got all the proof.
Nick, you said a mouthful just now, because I know, and I really don't want to touch it, but when it comes to being transparent, Snoopy, to be honest with you, I looking at something right now, and I know this is a part of what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. Because you do have some civil matters you're dealing with. Should I say some court matters? But yeah. I looking at something, and if memory serves me correct, which is basically always does, certain person, broken queen, where they never did such and such to you, right?
Right.
And I looking at, and I'm not gonna show it because I know how this thing go, but I reading it, and this is their words, and this is transcript, real talk. And if they can't remember saying this, oh sweetie, you was an asshole. Yeah, you was a real asshole. If this is shit you could say and you can't remember saying this, you need to stay off the fucking bottle. You need to stay the fuck off the bottle. And that's another thing. You coming at Snoopy for saying something which she didn't say. You need to go at Jag. Why you can't chest up and go at Jag who really said it?
Thank you for saying that. Yes. Golden.
Go to Jag and say what you gotta say. Snoopy ain't said that first. Lady T wasn't the first to say that. Nick wasn't Nick. I don't even think Nick said that. But
I haven't said anything about it. No.
You got the heat for the wrong people. You need to go to Jag and run
Take
up your mouth.
Jag. Yeah. Hang on, Temper. Golden, go and ask Jag why she said what she said and how she knows what she knows. Why are you attacking Snoopy over it? Go and fuck yourself. Sorry.
See, just the whole shit about rewriting history. Nobody's supposed to know Jag said that to her. You see what I'm saying? No one's supposed to know that. Everyone's supposed to it's supposed to be Snoopy. That's where Snoopy get attacked now with all the racism, prejudice, and bullshit coming our way.
Yeah.
Or you do. Yeah, that's why I gotta run like that. This what they call connecting the dots. But these dots lead to nowhere.
If You know when you're a kid and you get those connect the dots things that you've got to draw and connect the dots and it makes a picture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd love to see the connect the dots diagram that they have, because it wouldn't even make a picture. It'd be some weird
Wild
knows
goose
what.
chase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying, Snoopy. You know. In fact, it makes me want to make it my own connect the dots picture for them to see what
Yeah.
what the picture looks like. Print it out for your kids to draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much that she denied, so much that she twisted to say that I said. She did alive herself. The context of me bringing up about her son was, I said to her, "You're coming at me for saying what I said about her son," but I did not mention the condition. As in, I was stating he had this. I literally said, "You didn't have the same energy for Lady T on Maggie's channel," when she repeated what Jag had said about you.
Oh, can I interrupt?
Yeah.
I was having a little side conversation with Lady T in your chat the other day, Snoopy. And Lady T picked up on something that Golden was doing to her when she was saying, "That's my girl." Lady T picked up on it. Lady T swings both ways, right?
That's right, yeah.
And Golden knew that. And Lady T picked up on something that I knew Golden was doing. And she was like, I don't even know you like that. Right?
Jen, you're reading my mind.
and I was trying to say to Lady T, you know, she was after you. She wink, wink. And Lady T was like, "Oh my God, no, I never. I rebuke. You know." But the cat's out of the bag, Golden. People know what you're about now. You were playing with Maggie that it's fun to flirt with both sides, but Maggie doesn't mean it, but you do. Sorry, Snoopy. Go on.
No, you're fine. You're completely fine. Yeah, that was just the thing about what you brought up there with Jag. And then the other parts of that, she was being harassed. I spent once she went to her mother's channel and instigated by doxing me, speaking on my husband, speaking on my child, saying that my child is always in the background screaming, waking up. I'm like, she doesn't even know me. And then I respond, she cries foul. And my answer to her when I went live about her kid was, I remember you on panel with Jag and your son was sick. One particular day, he was ill and he was crying for Golden. And Golden sat on that panel while he cried and cried and cried in the background, and her mother was taking care of him. That was my response to her. And then all the hell broke loose. She was playing victim. I was after speaking on her son, but she denied knowing any. She denied all knowledge to everybody that live happened, but I have it. So she can't deny it in court. So that's where everything was instigated. But then she went over to Maggie's, and Maggie asked her, "How did all of this happen?" And she's, I don't know. She just came
I remember that.
No such thing. I did not just come at her. I don't come at anybody. Do you know? And people if you come at me, then yes, I'm going to come back at you. But I'm not going to go out my way to start with anybody.
No, you don't.
No,
all you've been doing, Snoopy, is responding.
Yes.
That's all you've been doing.
Yeah. I went over to her channels and I left a couple of comments where I had asked her, stop tagging me. Please stop talking about me. On my earlier lives, I mentioned lots of times, I do not want to have a back and forth. I have no real personal issue with you. I have an opinion on you going back. That's it. Support who you like. But she just kept going and going.
Oh,
and the instigation was there too with her panelist who would come over, make a comment on my channel. I responded to that. They took 2 comments and used it as content.
Hello, Auntie Leah.
What's up, Auntie Leah? Where you at? You good? In a little while. We're going live. I'm glad you come through.
Jane, I
Yeah.
think that's a possibility too, because especially the way she said king, I just thought, okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. Auntie Leah, I'm sure you don't know what this live is about, but it's okay. You can't possibly know what this live is about.
Yeah. But from the title, you know.
Oh yeah. The title scared the title in your thumbnail scared me, Temper. I was like, whoa.
Sorry about that. But then again, you know, what in the thumbnail is still happening. But you know, when it comes to this transparency and accountability, I just want the people them to see these people have no backbone.
Yep.
Even now, while they
Yep.
trying to say they want a clean slate, they still trying to, you know,
They can't clean their slate even if they buy a new one.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, and they won't leave it alone.
No.
That's the sad part about it.
Yeah, they will not leave it alone.
And as long as they don't leave it alone, we aren't going anywhere.
Exactly.
So,
you know, and that's what they need to know. Their digital footprint, it can't be erased. And you know, when it comes to, I gotta keep saying it because this rewriting history, this been in my mind for the past 3 weeks now. And last year, I saw a bit of recycling of content, and this is only a year later, almost up to the date. You know, certain things been happening, and people just need to know that. You know, I know that from last year to now, a lot of new people has come into channels and joining, and they don't know shit about what going on.
Yeah,
and we just need these people to see that, you know, some of these channels have been taking account of what's going on. Some of us have been foot down on certain things. Like I said, I don't go live on certain shit, but I'm well aware of what's going on. And Margie the Black Owl have a partner victimizing, doxing, lying, swatting, even hosting pedos and, you know, racist and all these things. Like she made a that channel, but you know, screen recordings are there. People take note of these things, and you can't just. I say that to say, Paulie, you ain't the first one to be victimized. You
not
understand?
at all.
No, you ain't the
But
first.
but but Polly, you know, maybe Maggie's not joking when she flirts with girls. I think she's really butthurt. She's so butthurt about you. She cannot. You live rent free in her head.
Yeah.
She cannot let your love go, Polly. She can't. She just can't. She's so mad that you left her, that you abandoned her, that you gave your wrench back. She's so butthurt about it.
You know, yeah, you and I mean, they're giving off these energy, you know, they're giving off these readings. But yeah, you know, when my thing is, you want throw shade at the Atwoods. But who the fuck bring you on the scene? Was it not Sean Atwoods and Ron who bring you on the scene? Who brought little light to your channel?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you could do this to the people who put food on your table, I would say, because without them, I wouldn't know who the frig you was. And
yeah, and Auntie Lee is here, but Auntie Leah and I pretty much between us covered the cost of the Maggie's stream out.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So Maggie likes to bite the hand that feeds her, and then kick you to the curb. You know, like
all the time.
Thanks for your money. Thanks for your help, but fuck off now. Like, you know, and while we're
information.
Yeah, and doctor information. But while we're on the topic of Maggie, just for 1 second, Maggie, I'm trying to figure out if you're just playing along with Ralph about being you were upset because you thought that I was in his Discord while I was your mod. I even said it in the comments on your live stream, Maggie. He He's deceiving you. He's taking advantage of you not understanding what's going on. But I was watching your face. You seemed upset, Maggie, but then you looked like you were playing along with something you already knew wasn't true. So I don't know what the truth is. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I don't. But Ralph, everyone knows you're a liar. We've just proven that you're a liar. And Maggie, if you want to play along with that bullshit, that's on you. That's on you. But go ahead. Go. I'd like to hear you unravel that, Maggie. Seeing as you like to have the fake outrage, but go on.
You ever heard that song? If I had the power to go back in time, yeah. If I could change the hands of time, that's something she can do. You know,
the internet is undefeated.
You gotta say that for the right reasons.
As he was singing right now.
I know you did, Lunas. Yeah.
So
we all did. We all did at one time.
But see, that's the thing about it. Like, people just need to know, like, oh, this shit go way back a long time. Like I say, Pauline the first. Like, I could go far back as, you know, look at Natanya Rubin. What Natanya do to fucking Margie? Nothing. But Margie decided to just mock the woman, make fun of her on her life or whatever. The God she prays or whatever. You don't do shit like that. Like that right there was the automatic, like, this ain't shit to this woman. Ain't shit to her.
Yep.
Ain't shit to her. And it going back, it goes back even further. But I mean, this just go to show the digital footprints don't lie. So, Margie, we ain't gonna let you rewrite history. Ralph, you can't rewrite history. Golan, you have no history. All your history. Yeah, she has no history, because all her history is being a doormat. Because Ralph abused her, he didn't dox her, he didn't reveal messages, he didn't talk shit about her, he didn't say being at their house, he felt like an essay charge made to come on him, he felt like it was a setup or something. So I don't see the general activity. Yet you still crawling up like old flipping saping around the pole, but y'all coming after this man. But no. Keep your freaking wishes to yourself, because ain't nobody on your run. You keep all that going on.
Archangel's just come into the chat now. I've seen him saying on another channel that he and Golden were exchanging emails, and I'd love to know what she was saying, Archangel. If that's what you're saying, let's get this done about. I'd love to know what she was saying, because I'm sure that was all at a time when I was still supporting her. I'm not sure about the timeline there, but apparently she was talking to Archangel about a few people. So that'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to say it here, Archangel, you could do a live about it. Maybe read some out. That'd be great content.
Yeah, man. It's open season on all liars, scams, and crooks right now.
Yep. Oh, your internet's coming in and out, Temper.
It's open season on them. What the fuck? Yeah, but it's open season on all these freaks, man. You know, time's up. Time's up. Like I say, no more trying to lie about it, because I see this whole thing about trying to lie. I mean, Snoopy, everything you've been doing is a lie. That's what they're basically trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, everything putting together is basically, you know, it don't exist. You made it all up because you was some plan from the outputs or whatever, you know. But any every day could be Monday. Today is Judgment Day. That's what I call it, Judgment Day.
Yeah. Also, Maggie lied about being on Discord for about 2 weeks, because she was in Ron's Discord, And you know, she's forgotten that she still has a Discord account because Maggie was messaging me. We were messaging each other back in fucking December 2024. I've got history with Maggie, right?
Yeah.
You know, she was in there longer than 2 weeks, but you know, so it's interesting. And let's just clear something up while we're here today. The first time I went over to Atwoods was when Jag first appeared on there, Ralph DeWise. So unless you can prove I was there before that date, shut the fuck up.
You know, on top of that, the first time I saw this broken toy, you know, Maggie, that was the first time I saw Nathania Rubin as well. I think
and where was that?
On Sean Atwood.
Yeah.
On Ron, yes.
Yeah, it might have been on Ron's, yep.
Yeah. And that's the first time I seen her, you know. Otherwise she would still be inside that little closet. Like she can't talk, you know. Because trust me, if you all didn't know this woman about 3 years ago, you all would be like, no man, Temple, you lying. That ain't Maggie.
Yeah.
She couldn't kill a fly, no smoke, no drinking. You know,
she was well behaved.
Yeah.
I remember her being in the closet one day doing by her Zoom, and she was talking. I think AT2 was in there, and they were talking back and forth. And this is where she was windmilling for Jag, and something was said, and there was a comment that she made about how she would not be able to say anything that was unkind to anybody because her mother wouldn't like it. You know, how fake was that?
I gotta laugh when I hear something like that. Even her right now, I wouldn't believe she said that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think Archangel wants to come up.
Does he?
Yeah, he said he's good to go. Oh, as soon as I think he's. I'm not sure now. Maybe he wants to come up and read.
No, he's. Let me see. You know, I'm going to, as soon as I work out how to send them directly to me, because I have tried. Archangel's not very high in the technology, but he makes good shorts. He's very good with his AI. Yeah, I was already going to Nick. Oh, okay.
I was just about to drop the last couple of minutes in case anybody won't come up.
Yeah, I can drop the link if you like.
Okay. All right, drop the link then. Well, just about to. You could drop it. But yeah, it ain't. You don't get to bury these bones. You keep saying the internet undefeated, and I can put that right back on all. Yeah, it is undefeated because liars like y'all don't get away, scammers like y'all don't get away. Homeboy, you was stalking Jag from them times. You know, you and other content.
Yeah. So absolutely.
You've been known for doing this type of shit, and so you become second nature. You don't get to come back and tell the people, you know, I got all this money. I don't just, yeah, you used to do this and you used to do that because you just proved to everyone, all the lying, the grifting, needing a bicycle, I take this. You had money all this time because you said it. You got bonds on bonds on bonds. So you had money all this time.
Yeah.
You know?
So he says.
Who you says, but that's again another lie, you know?
Yeah.
You couldn't even pay your rent. Now you got a whole house. Wow.
That part.
What 4-ball or 5-ball lottery machine you hit? But anyhow, like you don't get to come back and say you ain't do these things. You got another content creator who on your ass about the lies and the shit you've been doing. So there's your Achilles heel. You got to deal with that. Well, you know, and when it comes to this whole topic, that's all I wanted to show the people that it ain't only Snoopy alone. You know, other people have receipts and accounts, and we all bear witness to this shit. We may not say nothing, but yeah, we bear witness to all this shit, and this only a recurrent pattern. We didn't see this before, just different people, but same strategy. You know, straight up.
Exactly.
I've dropped the link in the chat if anyone would like to come up, and don't be surprised if Goldilocks appears, or Imeni stays in her box really, and that's where she should stay. She doesn't really hit panels up. She doesn't have great manners on a panel, but anyway.
No.
But yeah, don't be surprised, Temper, if you find somebody that's very disruptive in the background there. Men in gold.
Okay. Well, what y'all think with the topic though? Y'all see any falls and any lies? I mean, I think everything was transparent.
Archangel said he's been up all night. Something us Aussies do because all the good content happens in the middle of the night. I haven't. I was sleeping. I had a great sleep, Archangel. I've been up all night, he's saying. Lol, 6 a.m. there because he's 2 hours behind me. I'm too cranky and rage-filled, I guess, to come up. Don't want to upset the balance Temper has got going on. All right. Respect that. Thanks, Archangel.
Yeah, so when we look at it, Margie done dog Golden, Ralph done dog Golden. Now she back underneath them like a sponge. It's a history. Now I guess she is the same type of character because she abuses her friendships as well. She crossed lines and boundaries as well. So when we look at it, we gotta give them three a name just for that sector alone. Because they need to be some type. What it is, the slow sector.
The slow sector, yeah, that's what
Definitely.
I called it.
Slow sector.
Yeah, the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who they are, the Three Stooges. Everyone believes they smarter than the next. Larry, Curly, and Moe. That's perfect for them.
It's delusional. That's the next.
But what I admire about them is that they all speak the same language.
Some?
I don't even have a name of how they all talk. They all talk in lies, but they all seem to understand each other. So I find it a fascinating thing to watch myself.
Hey, Nick, I have a this a statement is also a very famous commercial, and everyone should know this. What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I don't know. That sounds like something we wouldn't have gotten that advertisement over here.
Okay. You ever watched The Hunt for Red October? I sure you watched that.
All right, go.
Please tell me you watched that movie. No, you haven't? Okay, I can't mention that. Okay.
Try another movie.
Some people will do anything for relevancy.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. She would. Yep.
Yeah.
This thing called clout chase. Well, I'm from another part of the world. I call it kissing ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how it is.
And you know what we call it over here? We call it brown nosing because you've stuck your nose up so far up someone's ass that it's gotten a little cacare on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't. Hold on, I got to mute up a second. Hold on. Carry on for a minute.
All right. Yeah. No worries. We got it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I do find it interesting watching them all talk their word salad to each other, especially that when Phantom was on, just listening to the incapability to answer a direct question.
Yeah,
is perfect if you think about it in the political arena. And just because you're doing political content doesn't mean that you're in politics yourself. You're not getting paid. All right. And I guess that type of way of speaking is kind of what Ralph Delise does too. So, and Maggie, she just talks rubbish. Like she doesn't talk as much as they do. But they talk they say a whole lot of words and say very little.
Saying nothing. Yes.
I've never seen anything like it.
Spend so much time dancing around something and bringing it in a different direction just to say nothing at all.
Oh yeah. Steering the narrative
Yeah.
away from themselves and
Mhm.
whatever questions they're being asked, and away from accountability,
Yeah.
and just off with the fairies. That's where they're going, or just away. Free the fairies.
Free
Quickly.
fairies.
Free the
Well, you-
ghosts. Free the fairies.
What I miss?
Eh? Oh, what'd you miss? Oh no, we're just talking about the word salad and how they can't answer a direct question. You know, I'd love to see Golden and Ralph talking to each other and demanding answers out of each other. The show would
Yeah.
go on for 24 hours and there wouldn't be one question answered
Mm-hmm.
with any type of credibility. You know.
You know, when you say they all speak the same language, when I was talking about the cloud chase or kissing ass or what would you do for a clown like bar thing, when you got these people who willing to stage these moments, you know what I mean? They will
Yeah.
stage things and then come out and act as though, you know. So for me, life was never about pretending because I don't do the acting thing.
No,
Yeah.
me either.
Yeah.
I never was about the dumb shit. So if I don't do that in real life, I ain't coming to play that persona or have that type of alter ego just to have
Exactly.
a channel. It ain't never
Exactly.
that serious.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that
My life
And
can't
that-
be that good.
and that's why I have a lot of respect for your temper, and that's why you and I are friends.
Yeah. So you can say shit I just saying about night, you know, just real talk. And you know, if nobody could come up. But that's all it is. Basically, you know, having a nice little conversation, and you know, the people need to know it ain't only, like I say, it ain't only Snoop. And it ain't, you know, it's a lot of us. But you know, I'm glad you was able to come, get some transparency on some things. Here, some things you'll probably never thought y'all would have heard. But yeah.
You know, before we wrap this up, if that's what you're doing, temper, I'm not sure. You know, the other person that Ralph was trying to say was Snoopy in the street in his Discord was not Snoopy either.
Nope.
So there's two mistaken identities on purpose. I feel it's on purpose. I feel that he knew
on purpose. Yeah.
that he knew that wasn't you. And even Maggie, when she saw the picture,
Yeah.
of the other person, she's like, "Yep, that's Snoopy."
Yeah.
And not all white people look alike, but okay.
But they're completely different. He was able to pull up my full name on a deleted user, but then on it comes up and he just shows a letter with L. So I'm now every other person with the name L. Two different pictures entirely. Somebody sitting in a car and they're sitting on the driver's side on the left. We drive on the right.
Yeah.
The hair color and everything was different. It's just, come on.
Yeah,
It's that kind of mind-boggling conspiracy. I don't get how people look at this and say, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Well, they've got the snake oil salesman.
That's it. Yeah,
selling it to them, and this is why, you know, when Maggie saw the picture of you that he was saying was you, and she's like, "Yep, that's her." I'm like, "Are you in on this? Surely you're." Surely you're not that dumb.
He's even said, "I've seen Snoopy and she's very pretty." So she had to get in on that. Come on, that's her own words. She said it. So it's like,
I really think that this is a play that they're doing.
It is. It has to be. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think she's willingly going along with it. It's content. It's a narrative.
Yeah.
But they need to. This is what they need to do, right? If Maggie's on some new fucking clean slate, I don't know, new direction that she seems to be trying to be on, right? she needs to issue an apology on her channel to say something that was shown on my channel the other day about someone else's Discord that she's not even in. Was a false representation of 4 real people.
Right.
4, not 2.
Yeah.
The 2 people in the Discord that Ralph was saying was me and you, except for the one that was you, the deleted user, that it was you. Yeah, she needs to either make the apology herself on behalf of Ralph, or she needs to get Ralph back on to make the apology, because this shit's done now. You're lying to your audience, Maggie. You're allowing someone else to lie to your audience about and misrepresent real people. So I'm not Nicola. Snoopy is not the L with the commas after it, the ... Snoopy is I'm going to speak for you, Snoopy, as I believe the first person in the petty pocket, the deleted user.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to hearing the apology on your channel, Maggie. And if you want to change the direction of your channel, really, if you really do, you need to issue that apology, Maggie, the Black Owl.
Yeah, I don't hold much hope for that. She was on Phantoms today, basically defending what she did to Polly. So no, I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. I think she would like people to think that she's got intentions of, but no.
Jane, I know, but I'm putting out a public appeal for it.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what will happen, because they're putting out public bullshit. So we're calling them out on their bullshit. We know that they're lying, and I just want to see if they're going to rectify the situation that they've created.
And he's revealed a personal message from a woman who didn't do anything other than have the misfortune of being in his Discord, put on blast with her picture.
Yep. So he's mistaken identity on purpose is what? What is that? Has that got a name? I don't know.
I would say it's deliberate privacy invasion for her. Or...
Yeah. Yeah, and just back to Imani calling all sorts of bullshit over, recording what's in a Discord. Well,
she's well
there was somebody on the panel, Imani, that you might want to speak to with your stupid threats that was recording in the Discord. So take your issue up with her, and Ralph didn't seem to have a problem with it. So pull the other one, mate.
Yeah. Your story is not spinning.
Yeah, kind of, because I'm trying to figure out with a history like this.
Yeah.
Let's just say she apologized, right? She did this apology thing already. What did it move? How far did that go?
Not very far. And look where we are now with her.
Yeah.
Worse than before.
It's like we really took a wrong turn. So even on see, that's the shit about us. Why I can't let them get away with the rewriting thing. I don't think all the tomato juice in the world could get this skunk this off of her.
No.
You hurt too much people. You've been lying for too long.
Yeah.
And, I've got receipts where this woman even tried to say, "Oh, blame it on my autism or blame it on my ADHD because people say I am rude, but blame it on." So people like that will never take accountability. It'll always be but.
Yeah.
So there is I don't think there's no coming back. And besides, she canceled.
Yeah.
Besides that. So see them trying to come together. Yeah. You know, when Harry met Mo, Beavis and Butthead type stuff, yeah, that's just what they gonna always be. They ain't gonna be no better. But I would like to say that YouTube changed. Like
Mm.
this is dark. Like I never thought subscribing to somebody's channel and participate in the chat could land you as content
Yeah.
on that person's channel. Like I never know this existed. Like seriously, who does this type of foolishness? Like I could never see myself taking one of my subscribers and making their personal life my content.
Yeah.
Hell, yeah, yep.
Like how low is that?
It is low, and especially if you're not a content creator. So Nicola and maybe Elle, I know that Nicola is not a content creator. She has what's the YouTube? What is it when you don't have a YouTube channel, but what's it called?
To me,
Temper?
she just have an account.
Oh, YouTube account, right? Yep.
She have a YouTube
So
account.
yeah, so he needs to. They definitely need to issue an apology to those people. I mean, Snoopy and I are content creators, so you know.
And under the guidelines of YouTube, like we know where we would go, and we know what is fair use, and we understand that once you're in this, there is a chance that someone will, have an opinion of what you had to say. So, and that's fine. This life, this real life. The world don't revolve around temper.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but to see how this take this dark turn, and it's like, no man, like just gotta be a different generation of people. Like the YouTube I know growing up wasn't like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different wave of people, and these people ain't making much sense. So, I just employ the subscribers,
but
and the people,
they're making sense to it. They're making sense to each other, Temper. That's the fascinating thing I find.
Remember that thing, raise up a feather?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, if that's their common ground, lying, being conniving, scheming, stealing, working their way around little corners, then that's what they do.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Yep. What a good live, Temper.
Great
Thank you.
Temper. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah, thank you for having me up too, and thank you for, looking into the situation. It needed. Snoopy's been talking about it a lot, but Snoopy's been getting trashed for it. Not that you should get trashed for it, but it was good to have some fresh eyes and a fresh voice on it all.
Because they making it look like, like you say, trying to connect their thoughts. If they could discourage what she's saying and make it not look true, then that means she is a plan, he's a this, and that means they win. And, I just couldn't let that happen,
They only win stupid prizes if they win anything.
Yeah. It's too much proof out there. And when I look at what Snoopy said, Nick, within yourself, we see these patterns way before we even know who Snoopy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But we've been I've done, and Temper has as well. We were exposing Maggie over a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she never she never really wanted to say nothing because, if people were to go and look at the thing she said, they would have pulled away,
Yeah.
If at the time she had 6,000 odd subscribers.
8.
Wow, yeah, for truth, 8. If with 7,000 of them that see that video of her saying she don't care about them, she only about money,
And they're gone.
they was gone.
And how come they didn't come back?
Exactly. She struggled to get to 1,000.
They probably did. But yeah, I don't want people to think like, this is a game up here. Like, I think, like I said, these channels is an extension of who we are, personalities, how we think, how we criticize things, analyze situations. So, yeah,
Yep.
Snoopy, you bought that. I bought that. Nick, you bought the same thing too. Um, yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta go there and defend what you know. It's almost like having a duty to the people. Like, if you know something is wrong, like it
Yes,
just can't pass. It can't pass.
Call it out. Yeah. Yep.
And
exactly.
you gotta call it out. If you don't call it out, you just as bad. And I couldn't stand by
Yeah.
when I certain things and be like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I would have been just as bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Thank you very much, Temper.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll echo that. Thank you very much for having me.
You're
And thank you
welcome.
to
Enjoyed it.
Snoopy.
Thank you.
Thank you to Snoopy, because you've been calling some stuff out on my behalf too. So I appreciate that
A
very, very
pleasure.
much.
Truth is
Yeah.
truth. It
Mhm.
doesn't
Yeah.
change. Yeah.
Doesn't
Lies,
cost anything. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Lies will cost you. Yeah.
Oh, they always do. You know.
Hmm.
I said, Snoopy, I don't go live that much, but whenever I go live, you welcome to hit the panel. You know, it's always
Yeah.
a joy talking to someone. You know, different mindsets. You know, it's all
Mhm.
good.
It always comes out. Truth always
Yep.
comes out.
In the wash. Yep.
The watch, it all comes.
And everyone in the chat, well, you know, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you know, I call you all my loyal crew, and I thank you all for coming through. Let me give you all a little confession. The reason I don't really go live like that, although life get a little busy and stuff, when I look at all this what's going on, you know, I just be like, nah, it don't make no sense. But I'm glad I decided to choose this moment and everyone show up, and shout out to everyone in the crowd, you know. Lona Blade, Fluffy, my
Mhm.
little skin Queequeg, Big Junkyard Dog, Luna's Blade, Fluffy, Archangel, you know,
Jane.
Jane, Pretty
Jitterbird.
Hot, Rita, Doodlebird.
Always watching. Always watching.
Oh, can't forget the king, can't forget the king. Anywhere the queen, King Afi be there. Always watching. Debbie
Mhm.
Donaldson. That's you?
And Auntie Leah popped in as well. Oh,
Yeah.
Debbie! Debbie! Oh,
Oh,
Debbie.
Nah. Glad
Debbie.
you-
My God.
Debbie. Yeah, you're always on the mind, Daily. Always on the mind.
Very much so. So, Debbie was someone else that suffered the wrath of Justy, and
Yeah.
Debbie, you know, is in her own fight, in her own life, a very serious one. So, we always love to see Debbie. Debbie nearly brings tears to my eyes every time I see her.
Yeah, because you know, like once you then make connection with people and you know what time it is, like
Yeah.
that's something that's real. And you know, when you don't get to hear from people or whatever, you know how this it tug at the heartstrings or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's the
Absolutely.
thing about being a responsible content creator. You know, it comes with the territory. Snoopy says she stayed in contact with you know some of the people she's helped all the
Awesome.
way. So you know, it is what it is, and
Yeah.
that's a part of life for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I landed on this. Nick, remember when I was talking to you the other day, and I tell you, give me about 5, 10 minutes, I could be right back.
Mhm.
Well, in real life, I always helping people, whether with YouTube
Yeah.
channel, whether with YouTube alone, even in my outside life. So I ended up taking a little drive up in the settlement, right? And for some reason, I almost didn't even see the guy, but he stopped me. He got a ride up, and well, I ain't gonna call him a real name, but he said, if I don't mind taking him up so and so. When I say up so and so, he meant the way that I'm going, if I don't mind giving him a ride. So I'm like, no problem, man. He hopped in. Now, where he was going was beyond where I was going. So Nick, that's why it took me so long. So
Yep.
I said, nah, let me go where I go in first, and
Mhm.
then I could take you. He said, fine, I really wanna ride. I said, cool, man.
Mhm.
So took him where he had to go. Where he had to go, the place was closed.
Oh no.
I'm, I'm like, okay. He said, if I don't mind driving out by the house. I said, man, I ain't no problem, man. End up
Mhm.
taking him out to the house. He said, I think it'll be about 2 minutes. I said, man, take your time. He went,
Mhm.
took out his money, he bought his plate of food, he came back with his 2 drinks, and he was like, oh, thank you so much. Oh boy, you don't know how much. Now I know he's an elderly man now. You walk kind of, hump, and if he was to walk that, I don't think he would have made that in that heat. So he was just thanking me, overjoyed. And
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
when I was letting him out of the car, because I done dropping him home now, he just talking, and I had to stop him. And I say, you know something? That's why in life it's good. It's good to be real. He said, boy, you
Mm.
ain't lying. I said, let me tell you something. Your grandfather gave me my first job as a teenager, you know.
Get out.
Wow.
No, no, his father. Sorry, my bad. His father. His father gave me my first job as a teen. Not even as a teenager. I was like
Wow.
around 11, 12 years old, and he was like, his eyes popped. Now, when his eyes popped, I felt, he maybe didn't recognize me, but when he started calling my relative's name, I was like, yeah, man. I say, you got to remember, you never did me no wrong, you know. I say, in real life, as a youth growing up, you never did me no wrong. I say, yeah, I call his first wife name. I say, she never did me no wrong. His second wife, she never did me no wrong. Now, this was a man of status back in the day.
Yeah.
This what happens when, you know, they say absolute power corrupts. Well, he is a person, he had plenty money back in the day, and now, the size house he had, he can't maintain it right now. So it's that type of situation. So, he down for the moment. Because, life is a blessing. You never know where his next bounce could be. But
Yeah.
as a you, he never did me nothing. His wife never did me nothing. His children never did me nothing. I explaining this now, and I'm like, I remember your father used to come down to my grandmother, sit down in the house just to drink coffee and eat homemade bread with peanut butter. I said that was his favorite. He said, boy, daddy now. I said, I telling you, I witnessed this growing up. And he was
Mhm.
the only person to come and smoke in my grandmother's house. So
Wow.
that admiration I always had for his family, they always had towards me. And for me to tell him now, like, man, it was like zero for me to just give you a ride, man. I say, but this what you gotta remember. This what I want you get in your head. You did good for me growing up. It's only fair that I do good to you now and now. And he's like, well, boy, you really saved me today, you know? And I was like, yeah. But I had to share him, and then you realize, like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
lovely.
Yeah, so just wanted to share that as I close down and let y'all know that, yeah, real people is do real things, and that's why I don't do this live thing, because life ain't about kissing ass or being no cloud chaser. I had to share that, but I just thought I would because, like I say, um, everything I say, I don't like to talk because I read it. It's because I live it. So,
That's
Snoops,
it. Yep.
so glad you come through, sis. So glad you spent some time with me. It was good talking with you on panel. You dread, I must say, you got a dread personality. You know,
Snoopy's awesome. You're awesome too, Temper.
yeah, man,
Absolutely. You both are.
yeah. So,
Thanks, Snoopy.
You both
yeah.
are.
So
Good
We
everyone,
people.
both need to go live more often. We need to squeeze it in, Temper. I
that's
know
true.
life's lifing, but yeah,
You should. You should.
we should.
Yeah.
Debbie's saying, Debbie's giving us a nudge there too.
Oh, thanks, Debbie. Yeah, we see the voice ain't change. I take that one to heart. I can be honest with you. There's people like, you and Fluffy and, other of my loyal crew members who always pass through. Y'all is the reason why I do what I do, You know?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Y'all is the reason why I decide to, step into the game I step in because y'all know a lot. Y'all seen a lot. And y'all can identify with the shit I be putting out. So, And kudos to everyone who just finding the platform or whatever. That's how life is. Give them
shout out to the new subscribers too.
Yeah.
We all get around. As a content creator, it's hard to get around and support everyone, but we do our best to support other content creators. So,
absolutely,
shout out to I don't even know who. I need breakfast.
Before Nick Black. All right, everyone. See you all later. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks for coming. Hey, Temper, Temper, can you play us out with your song, please?
Which one you the one? The same one I come in with?
Yeah, the same one you came in with. That's a beautiful song.
All right,
thank you. Thank you, watchers. Thank you, everyone. Debbie, you're going to have to watch the replay, sweetheart. Thanks for coming, Snoopy.
All righty.
Pleasure.
We're dropping down. Thanks, Temper.
Thanks, Temper.
All right, Snoopy. Always a pleasure. See you next time.
Consequences. Some lessons you only had to learn once. I come from streets where your word meant gold, where the young learn fast and the wise grew old. No second guessing, no switching sides. Stand on your feet, don't live two lives. Keep your tongue still when the heat get near. Half these problems started right here. Loose lips cost more than people know. Sometimes silence is the way you grow. No kissing up just to fit the crowd. Real respect don't come that loud. Every corner had another test. Only discipline outlived the rest. I learned the code before I learned the game. Move with purpose. Protect your name. Some talk loud. Some stand tall. When the pressure comes, character tells it all. I learned the code. It carried me through. Not every battle is worth fighting for you. Time showed me who was built to stay and who disappeared when skies turned gray. I learned to read what words don't say. Some people smile while they pave your way. Right toward trouble, right toward pain, just to watch you lose what you work to gain. That's why I learned to choose my lane. Not everybody deserves your name. Real life don't pause, real life don't play. Every choice echoes another day. I made it here by knowing when to walk away and start again. The strongest voice ain't always the loudest. The sharpest mind really needs proving strength. Isn't knowing when to move and when to leave. Silence doing all the talking. I stopped chasing what was never mine. put my focus into every line. Discipline became my closest friend. That's how ordinary stories end. I don't compete by making noise. I let consistency make the choice. Build my lane one step at a time. Brick by brick, line by line. Now I move with a different pace. Not to conquer people, but to master space. Because the greatest strength I've ever known was becoming solid all on my own. I learned the code, yeah, before I learned the game. Move with purpose, protect your name. Some talk loud, some stand tall. When the pressure comes, character tells it all.